Well, hiya folks, and welcome to Isle of Wight Bushcraft. This time out you join me for a hike out on these foggy hills, but also I'm going to be reviewing this little puppy here, so stay tuned. Well, hiya folks, and this time you join me on a hike out on these hills on this foggy afternoon. Some lovely hills. I love being out in this kind of weather, and but as I said a moment ago, I'm also going to be reviewing this Olight high-end head torch. Lovely bit of kit. I have tried it and tested it, so I'm going to review that as well. So but for the meantime, I'm just going to have a bit of a hike over these hills, so stay with me. Well, I don't know about you guys, but it's just something that's very atmospheric about hiking the hills in a fog. Just puts a whole new perspective on things. It's lovely. It's lovely through here. There's some lovely hiking on these hills, there really is. And when either it's been snowing, which is rare here on the island, but when it has been snowing, it's lovely. But also in this fog, it's always very peaceful as well. Now, as I said in my last video, the weather in the UK has been pretty bad last couple of months. Had a couple of reasonably clear days last week, but the bad weather's back. We've got high winds, well they're not too bad today, but the rain's back and it's pretty wet up here, and the ground's quite sodden with water, but it's, as I said a moment ago, it's very peaceful, very quiet. It's lovely. I think I'm the only one on these hills. Very nice. How about let's crack on. So as I mentioned a moment ago, I wanted to review this head torch. Reason being is I've had a fair few head torches over the years. I must be honest, I've never really gone for a high-end one. I've always kind of paid around 15, 17, 20 pounds for them. And this one I've got here, for example, it gives a reasonable light. You can have like a medium, a high mode, and then you've got a red light for night vision, but I never use that. But what I find with this sort of thing is they're okay, but I do find that the batteries don't last that long, and the strength of the light starts to fade in after a couple of hours. But as I say, they're okay. They're a good backup. But I was really looking for a high-end one, something really, that would last me a long time as well, but would really give me a bright light and give me preferably an SOS mode as well. Now, Olight have kindly sent me this to test, trial and review. This is the Olight HR2 Nova, a high-end headlight. And I have tried this. I was actually out on it last night, actually, on my mountain bike for a few hours. I had it on high beam, not turbo, but high, and no problem at all. Lasted a long time, but I think ordinarily you'd use this on medium mode, and on medium mode it lasts for 10 hours. So on one charge, so great bit of kit. What I'll do is I'll give you the spec in a moment. I don't want to go into too much into that. I don't want to bore you with that, but I'm very pleased with it. Very pleased. A lovely piece of kit. As you can see, it's very robustly made, and you've got that magnetic charging point, both negative and positive at the bottom. The lens is great because this gives you a spread beam. There's not any one point of where the beam is focused. It gives an all-over ambient spread light, so it's very good to work and see by. Very powerful as well. It takes about 3 hours to charge fully or so. And the head strap, very good quality. It's the best I've ever had, actually. Very good quality, this. And it doesn't keep, ones I've had in the past, the straps don't last long and they keep coming undone. And because, you know, they're cheap buckle basically, but this is excellent. All that happens is that comes clipped off there. Just undo that, and then the light is held in place, both with a magnet, both on this mount. There's a magnet in there, and also this rubber clip just holds it in place as well. So it's very secure. So you can either use it as a hand torch or as a headlight. Very nice piece of kit. It is high end, but this is going to last an awfully long time, and it will serve me well. Now, just to give you some of the bump on this, in turbo mode, this will give you a maximum 2,300 lumens. That's pretty bright. You won't need that much, but it can be useful. Now, this particular torch is the cool white colour, and on high setting or in high mode, it will give me 600 lumens. Again, pretty bright. And at 600 lumens, it will last for 2.5 hours on constant. At medium mode, that's 150 lumens, it will last me for 10 hours in constant use. So again, that's the mode I would normally use it in. So it's easily going to last you a couple of nights without a charge. And when it needs charging again, I will just take a power pack with me to charge it if I'm out for multiple nights. On low setting of 30 lumens, it will last for 50 hours, constant use. And you can easily use that. So again, it lasts an awfully long time, holds a good charge. And the very lowest setting, which is called moon mode, it will actually last constant 45 days. And that's not bad, is it? Now, another thing I like about this headlight, which is what I was looking for in a headlight, is an SOS mode. Now, some just have a strobe, which is okay, but people could misconstrue a strobe. What does that actually mean? But if they see a light SOS, much more specific and more reliable to get you rescue, hopefully you'll never ever need it. But in case you do, you've got that SOS mode as well. I'll run you through that in a moment, how to operate it. Now, as you can see, the on-off button is at the end there, and if you just press it once, that will bring on the head torch according to the last setting that you had it on. Then to scroll through the modes, just press and hold the button. It will take you to low, medium, high. You can see it just going through its various modes. Low, medium, high. And then when it reaches the one that you want, you just take your finger off. So we'll put it on low. There we go. Now if I were to turn the torch off, it would, and then turn it back on again, it would, which I'll do actually, turn it off. Turn it back on again, it's remembered that I was in low previously, and so we'll bring it back on in that mode. Now if I want to use turbo mode, which will last for 110 minutes, constant use in turbo, I just quickly double click. And there we are. And that is extremely bright. Just press once to turn off. Now if I turn on again, click through my modes, we go to low again. Now if I triple click in quick succession, it will take me to my SOS mode. There we are. And that could be a lifesaver. Well, there we are. The Olight H2 Nova headlight and hand torch. Doubles for both. So it's quite a versatile piece of kit. Now apparently there is, as I say, on this this mounting plate, there is a magnet in the back which holds the torch in place. If you're really concerned about weight, which I'm not, you can actually take the pad off the back and remove that. But it's, to be honest with you, it's not really worth it. And the magnet does help keep the torch in place, so I wouldn't take that out. But you can do if you want. So anyway, I think there's, oh, by the way, mentioned as well that this does come with its own charge lead. Any USB will do, and it's magnetic, so it just magnetises to the bottom of the charge plate and it will charge for you. Easy as that. So now that I've given you the spec on that, let's take it out in darkness and let's give it a test, so I can show you just how bright it is. Okay, well, it's not quite dark, but it's near enough there. So I'll turn this torch on, and there we are. That's I'll just actually scroll through the modes. Yeah, so that's low mode. As you can see, even in low, that's probably more than enough actually. I can see what I'm doing, no problem at all. Actual fact, low would be plenty. Certainly more than enough actually in low. Okay, let's put it in medium now. Oh, sorry, hold it, that's it. So that's medium. You can see the nice spread light that it gives. It lights up the whole area. It's not focused in any one point. It gives a nice spread, even light. I would say medium is actually more than enough. And the good thing about this headlight as well, you can easily angle it. If you want it right down so you're working, like so, no problem at all. If you want to angle it up, if you're walking, it's easy. Yeah. This is a really good bit of kit. I'm really impressed with this. So as you can see, in medium you've got plenty of light if you want it to work under the light at night. As you can see, there's plenty there. Plenty of light for working, more than enough. And that's just medium. Right, that's in high. Now if I just scroll through modes, and that's medium, which is, I think, absolutely plenty. That's medium, and that will give you 10 hours at that mode. So that's a pretty good torch. They give you 10 hours at that mode, and I think mediums is the right setting. and then you've got those more powerful settings should you need them. But I think for every day or for every time usage, I would say medium. It's probably the best one, best mode. We want to put it into turbo, we just double click and that's turbo for you. As you can see, that's very, very, very bright indeed. That's car headlight brightness, that is. Yeah, there will be occasions where you may well need this, but not often. Well, there we are, folks. That's a lovely hike out on the hills in this fog, and a review of the H2 Nova Olight head torch and hand torch. So I hope you found that helpful, folks. That's all for now. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video, but until then, take care out there, and bye for now.